Maidstone Grammar School is a grammar school in Maidstone, England. The school was founded in 1549 after Protector Somerset sold Corpus Christi Hall on behalf of King Edward VI to the people of Maidstone for £200. The royal charter for establishment of a grammar school was also granted at this time. Admissions. The school takes boys at the age of 11 and over by examination, and male and female pupils at 16+ on the GCSE results. The school currently has almost 1,200 pupils and approximately 120 members of staff. The school holds both a Language College Award and a Healthy School Award. It is situated just off Luce Road, west of Moat Park and the Moat Park Leisure Centre. Buildings. The main school building surrounds a Tudor-style quadrangle with a cloister on one side. A new block was added in the 1960s. A sixth form and arts and crafts block was added in 1981. This newer building completes a second quadrangle. In 2005, a new refectory and teaching block of 15 classrooms was built. This building currently houses maths, history and art departments. There are over 100 classrooms, 12 science laboratories, a language laboratory, 7 computer centers, music rooms, a lecture theater, gym and sports hall and a canteen. A new applied learning center with new editing suites was completed in the 2010-11 school year, with a similarly styled food technology and sixth form block having been opened in September 2011. Houses. A house system was inaugurated in 1899 with 3 houses: School, Eastborough and Westborough. By c. 1900 these houses were revised based on local geography, with East House being for those boys east of the river, West House for those boys on the western river side, and Schoolhouse for townspeople and boarders. In September 2007 the school continued this tradition with the introduction of 6 schoolhouses, these named after military vehicles: Challenger, Churchill, Endeavour, Hurricane, Invincible, and Spitfire. Sixth form. The sixth form is one of the largest in the southeast of England. Each year the school takes up to 200 students into Year 12, including about 30 external pupils of mixed gender from any school according to the GCSE results. The sixth form teaches as an A2 courses. Sport. School's sport participation includes rugby, football, field hockey, cricket, rowing, athletics, handball, and basketball. Combined cadet force. The school has a combined cadet force with Navy, Army and RAF sections accepting students on a voluntary basis when they reach Year 9. The cadet force, in particular the Army section, has roots in the Royal Engineers. The Navy section is affiliated with HMS Collingwood, a land establishment in Portsmouth. The Navy section is the senior service after the creation of the CCF in 1906. School song. In 1908 Rev. C. G. Duffield wrote words in Latin to the music of music master Dr. H. F. Henniker for Gaudeamus, the school song. The words, based on verses in Virgil's Aeneid, are still sung on special occasions. The Maidstonian. The Maidstonian is the school's annual publication of reports, articles, news and original contributions. Originally a simple record of every member of staff, as well as each pupil and his form, the Maidstonian has evolved into a publication that is written by pupils, for pupils. Editions include information about any member of staff who has left or who joined the school that academic year, reports from the CCF, music department, sports teams, and diaries from foreign trips. Original contributions are of mainly poetry, prose and artwork. Future developments. The school has recently created a development fund, funded by parents and alumni. The school plans to extend its pavilion and create a performing arts department. It recently went ahead with plans to refurbish its main toilets. Notable Maidstonians. Former pupils of the school are called Old Maidstonians, and include art, music and amp literature William Alexander, Simon Beck, keyboardist and guitarist for metalcore band Near Ruin, Daniel Blythe, writer, James Butler MBE, sculptor, Philip Langridge CBE, tenor, Philip Moore, organist of York Minster from 1983 to 2008, organist of Guildford Cathedral from 1974 to 83, Christopher Smart, poet, Yeb Orobo, musical group, media, television and amp, film James Burke, science TV presenter, David Chater, television foreign correspondent and former chairman of the Old Maidstonian Society, Andrew Dilnot CBE, principal of St Hugh's College, Oxford since 2002, and former presenter of BBC Radio 4's More or Less. James Hillier, Paul Lewis, financial journalist and presenter of Money Box and AMP, Money Boxed live on BBC Radio 4. Sean McKenna, screenwriter, Stuart Miles, Blue Peter, presenter from 1994 to 9. Tom Riley, film and television actor, military captain Ben Babington Brown, of 22 Engineer Regiment of the Royal Engineers, killed on 6 July 2009 after a Canadian Bell CH-146 Griffon crashed in Zabul Province, Afghanistan. Lt. Gen. Sir Frederick Dobson Middleton CB, Commandant from 1874 to 84 of RMC Sandhurst. Air Vice Marshal Philip Hedgeland CBOBE, expert in airborne radar, station commander from 1966 to 7 of RAF Stanbridge, and helped develop the H-2S radar in the war at the Telecommunications Research Establishment in Malvern. Air Marshal Sir Timothy Jenner CB, station commander of RAF Shawbury from 1987-88. Charles de Salis, wartime intelligence officer, politics and AMP government. Sir Samuel Edgerton Bridges, MP from 1812 to 8 for Maidstone. Nick Gibb, Conservative Schools Minister 2010, current, and MP for Bognor Regis and Littlehampton since 1997. John Pugh, Liberal Democrat MP since 2001 for Southport. Adam Sampson, Legal Services Ombudsman since 2009, and Chief Executive from 2003 to 89 of Shelter. Mark F. Watts, Labour MEP from 1994 to 9 for Kent East, then South East England from 1999 to 2004. Religion RT Rev. David John Atkinson, Bishop of Thetford from 2001 to 9. Leo Avery, RT Rev. Bob Evans, Bishop of Crediton since 2004. George Harris, Very Rev. Robert William Pope OBE. Martin Warner, Bishop of Whitby since 2010. Science and AMP Academia. Peter Day, Fullerian Professor of Chemistry from 1994 to 2008, and Director of the Royal Institution from 1991 to 8. Frank Finn, ornithologist. Peter Heather, historian. Geoffrey Hosking, Professor of Russian History from 1984 to 2007 at University College London. William Morfill, Professor of Russian from 1900 to 9 at the University of Oxford. John Oriel, theatre historian. Bill Saunders, Professor of Endodontology and Dean of Dentistry since 2000 at the University of Dundee, and President from 1997 to 8 of the British Endodontic Society. Sport. David Flatman, Bath Rugby Union player. Tom Parsons, Kent and Hampshire county cricketer. Frank Sando, Olympic athlete. Stephen Howarth, wrestler, also known as Nigel McGuinness and Desmond Wolfe. Other. Richard Beeching, Baron Beeching, who oversaw the closure of many railways in the 1960s. Julius Brenchley, explorer. Francis Fane, 1st Earl of Westmoreland. Sir Thomas Fane, Notable star William Golding, author of Lord of the Flies, taught English and music at the school between 1938 and 1940, when he met his wife, Anne Brookfield. Steve Restorick, former professional footballer, taught PE at the school before his suspension in 2014 amid fraud allegations.